Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight I'm going to be bringing you guys another basically realistic true crime breakdown. Now, if you guys are followers of my channel, then you know that I love the truth. Nothing but the truth. I don't like one-sided narratives. I like to get both sides of a situation. And when I seen this story brought to the internet and there was so many conflicting stories about it, I decided to dig deeper into the story and give you guys a full breakdown of both sides, okay? And this story is brought to you with the help of my night owl, Red Rose. She brung me receipts. I was able to pull receipts, and together we formed the synopsis of this story that I'm gonna bring to you. So shout out to Red Rose for helping me with this, and we're gonna get into it. So last year on Mother's Day, there was a woman by the name of Willana Bibbs who was killed by the hands of a producer in Atlanta by the name of Jay Wright. Now, she had been dating him, and at the time of her demise, she was listed as his girlfriend. Now, a lot of people said that she was manipulated by him, that she was trying to get away from him, and she was trying to get out of that relationship at the time surrounding her demise. Unfortunately, before she was able to leave, she fell victim behind a gunshot wound behind the guy that she was dating. Now, a year after her demise, the baby mother of Justin Wright came out with her version of events. And Miss Ann, who was the mother of his child, she came to social media and she began to be viral, telling her side of the story, saying that she was dating Justin. She then was betrayed by Willana, and she was stabbed in the back by her, and she was held hostage in her relationship. And Willana, the woman who ended up becoming deceased, was the catalyst of her trauma. Now, after further digging on social media, it began to unravel a series of events that sounded more like a bitter situation than a factual situation. And I'm going to break down all of the receipts around this story. Now, before I get into what the baby mama has to say, I'm going to start with how this woman lost her life first and how that all happened. And then we're going to spiral down the rabbit hole, and I'm going to break it all down for you. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you are tuning in, make sure to hit the like button, share this video, and hopefully you are subscribed. So let's get on into it.
A grieving mother is sharing her daughter's story and hopes it will help prevent domestic violence. 20-year-old Willana Bibbs was shot and killed in Davenport on Mother's Day.
Her boyfriend, 31-year-old Justin Wright, is facing a first-degree murder charge in her death. Tonight, TV6's Spencer Mackey shares what her mother wants the community to know.
So that would have probably been her last call trying to get to me. And I'm real sick about it.
It was the morning of Mother's Day when Cassandra Bibbs got a text from her daughter.
She said, "Hey, Ma, happy Mother's Day. I love you and appreciate you for everything you do. Love, Bud, call me." And she told me to call her.
Later in the day, she gave her daughter a call and got no answer. But while at work, she noticed several missed calls.
She called me about 4 times in a row, like back to back to back to back.
Her daughter, 20-year-old Willana Bibbs, was in Davenport with her boyfriend, 31-year-old Justin Wright. According to Willana's mom, they were in the area for a birthday party.
That relationship they had was toxic.
Cassandra says the couple fought, and Wright was controlling.
I think that he might have been just a little bit jealous of the relationship we had because we always called her, we always checked on her.
And just before 1:30 on May 9th, Davenport police responded to the 1500 block of Calvin Street for a disturbance. It was there Willana was pronounced dead by first responders. Justin Wright is facing a first-degree murder charge.
We just saying share Willana's story, and maybe it will help somebody else with going through domestic violence.
Cassandra says she's heartbroken.
All right. So as you see, this all went down last year on Mother's Day. There was a domestic dispute. Willana was dealing with this guy, Justin Wright, and she ultimately lost her life behind it. Her mother claims that they were very close, and she feels as though he was jealous of their relationship. And it seems as though he was possibly manipulating her. There were several sources who came forward and said that she was trying to have her exit plan. She had reached out to several people. She had basically said she wanted to leave him, and she was trying to get away from the relationship. Well, a year has gone by, a little over a year has gone by, and then his baby mother decided to share her side of the story. Now, the baby mother of the man who took the life of Willana, she came forward and gave her turn of events. Now, when she came forward, I participated in some type of challenge where you kind of tell like the sad situations that happen in your life and things like that. And her story ended up going viral. She posted how she got into a relationship with him. She was pursuing music, and how after she was pursuing this situation with him, that she was then betrayed by this woman. Now, the woman that she alluded that she was betrayed by is Willana, the woman who you just seen lost her life at the hands of her baby daddy. So I'm going to walk you through her first coming onto the scene, and then I'm going to bring you guys up to her side of the story. So shifting gears, the baby mama of the man who took the life of Willana, she first went viral, I want to say on Vine and on social media. And from my knowledge, she was reshared by Nicki Minaj when she was singing a song, and a lot of people loved her vocals and the song that she was singing. I'm going to play a snippet of that, and then I'm going to share her side of events, and then we're going to break it all down. All right. So this is her, and this is the video that she basically went viral singing.
Somebody real is hard to find. Somebody worth all your time. Somebody who can tell the truth. Someone who loves you for you. Someone who knows all of your flaws and doesn't impose, try to control them. Let you be free, doesn't deceive. They give you a chance to believe in something.
All right, so that is Ann. Now, Ann decided to get into a relationship with the guy who took the life of Willana. Now, Ann told her story on social media, and she talked about a tale of a fairy tale turned tragic situation. Now, when she told her story, she said, hey, I had dreams of being a singer. I had aspirations of being a star. I got involved with this guy who was a producer, and then everything turned dark. So I'm going to share her story and read it to you guys. Now, I'm going to...
I think you should know.
All right. So I'm going to do it without the audio. And hold on, wait. Where... Let me pause it. Okay, there, boom. All right, so she starts off this viral video with sharing the clip of her singing her song, right? So she's singing her song that I just shared with you guys, and then she starts to tell her story. So she starts off by saying she moved to Atlanta and she started living her dreams. She met a guy in the music industry. They worked on a project, a music project. Then after they worked on a project, she found out she was pregnant. She hid her pregnancy from the world, and I guess she basically was trying to protect or have a peaceful and perfect pregnancy. Okay, so then she shared that she then eventually ended up giving birth to her baby. Now, the reason why I have to pause read is because she was sharing a song, and I don't want to get copyright. So she shared pictures of her and him, and they were basically in the studio. They had their baby, you know, she was embarking on this career, and she was like, you know, living in this journey. She said things then took a turn for the worse. So after everything was all good, it immediately transitioned into a domestic situation. So after, you know, she was in bliss of this project she was working on, after she had this baby, then things turned dark to where he turned physical with her. Now, she showed a screenshot of her phone where her phone was broken, and she started to tell the tale of a battered woman. She said that she started to experience domestic things. Now, I'm not sure why it's cutting off. It's cutting off some of the words. But so basically she says, she showed pictures, and she said, my fairy tale turned into a nightmare. Okay? And she showed that she had been battered by this man. She said, all while going through postpartum depression. Through it all, I found strength through my baby girl, and I stayed. But things only got worse. I took my baby and left. On Christmas, we agreed to meet so he can see her, and instead he ended up beating me and taking her. On Christmas, okay, so that's the same thing. She said, I had no idea where she was. I didn't see her for months, and I filed for full custody so I can get my baby back. I started working on my career again. Started pouring all my pain in my music. Met a friend in the studio, and we grew super close. Started doing everything together. We took a trip to Vegas, and I met her mom. So now, at this point in her story, she's saying, listen, I started dealing with this guy. It got physical. Things started to get darker. I started to meet this girl that I connected with. Now, the girl that she is talking about that she connected with is Willana Bibbs, who ended up losing her life by the hands of her baby daddy. So she says, we took a trip to Vegas. I met her mom. Even moved in together. I told her everything I had gone through and how I was fighting for full custody of my daughter. My daughter needed her hair done for her second birthday, and my baby daddy didn't know anyone available, so I asked her if she could do it. March 20th, this day, she met my daughter and my baby daddy. So she said, wait, let me go back a little bit. Getting mental help I needed. I'll be back, the best version of me. Love y'all here. Leave me something to read before they take my phone in this nut house. I'm volunteering to go get better. Jayla need me. Talk soon. My friend was with my daughter and my baby daddy. You can't. So basically, she's saying, listen, I needed to go get help. I needed to go into this facility. And while I was away, my daughter was with this girl that I had met and connected with. And she was with my baby and my baby daddy. So this is where the music turns off, so I could let her tell the rest.
The video, at this point, they're dating. He's holding me hostage in his apartment with her help. He's pistol whipping me. He's drugging me. He hacked my Instagram. He was pretending to be me selling the page. This is a screenshot of a post that he posted, and people were actually sending him money just simply thinking that they were buying the page off of me. And on top of that, he left my PayPal balance thousands of dollars negative, not to mention what he did with my credit score and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is how I look like after he strangled me, to the point where he permanently damaged my vocal cords, to the point where I still can't sing the same. He choked me out so bad I pissed myself, and then...
Y'all said it's too low. Y'all can't hear it? Y'all can't hear it? Hold on, wait. Let me hear it. Let me see. Y'all can't hear it?
I still can't sing the same. He choked me out so bad I pissed myself, and then he at gunpoint forced me to drink my piss on some R. Kelly stuff, and R. Kelly was a mentor of his when he was younger. This is another picture of what I looked like when I escaped and he was trying to kill me. Weeks later, he ends up killing her on Mother's Day in the same house where my daughter was. My daughter still has nightmares of this day and speaks about it. Following that, we had to go to court because I was still fighting for custody of my daughter. After all of this happened, 6 months later, we were finally reunited. I flew to go pick her up. It was an amazing day. I was so happy to have my baby girl back. We celebrated her 3rd birthday. She wanted a Minnie Mouse theme, and that's what she got. We took a trip out of the country. We went to Kenya, which is where I'm from. That's her in Kenya. This is also her and us in Kenya. Those are my brothers, which are her uncles. And I'm just raising my daughter day by day. Together we have each other, and that's all that matters. That's her in preschool, and yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. All right. So as you see what she said, sorry about that. I see. Sorry. All right. So as you see, she basically told her side of the story. Now, when you listen to her side of the story, and as I look at some of the comments that you guys have made, it sounds very sad. It sounds like a tale of, oh my God, this is crazy. This is sad. This is betrayal. This is, outrageous of a situation. And as she tells it, she says, listen, I was an aspiring singer. I was on my path to singing. This guy, battered me. He prevented me from being able to sing, from him, choking me and doing bad things to me. I was no longer able to sing. Then I, had my baby. I introduced this girl to my child. She ended up being with my baby daddy. And from her being with my baby daddy, they both kind of like tormented me to where I went to the mental house. And she got in a relationship with him. And when she got into a relationship with him, he then offed her, and now she's no longer alive. I was able to get my baby back, and this is my comeback season, my happily ever after. So when she told that story, there was a lot of people who were captivated by it because it was a very captivating story that she told. She said that he was abusive to her. And there's so many women who have been in relationships with men, who have been in situations where they have been done wrong by a man. So whenever there is a woman who comes forward with a story about being abused by a man, there are a lot of people who feel some type of compassion for that story because they have been in that same situation. However, when you start to peel back the layers, it starts to look a little bit of a conflated and embellished story. Now, over on Neek at Night, y'all know I am Team Truth versus Team Sympathy versus Team What Sounds Good. I'm Team What's Real and Team Factual. Okay, so I'm going to peel back the layers of the actual facts and bring you guys up to speed, and we're all going to come into this story together. So after she had came forward and gave her version of events, there was a lot of people who was very, very, very upset on Willana's side of the family. There was a lot of people who felt like she was fabricating her story. There was a lot of people who felt like she was not factual in what she told. And there was a lot of people who wanted her to clear up what she said on her TikTok video. One of the family members of Willana came to social media and said the following. She said, to somebody on social media, "You can read BS, but you can't read my cousin's side of the story. Does she died by the hands of the BD, but they both were victims. Anne is trying to flip the story so my cousin can look bad when they both was abused. Sadly, my cousin lost her life while this woman waited a year later to tell a lie." So there was people who started to come out of the woodworks and started to show receipts of difference of view of the situation. So as we dig deeper into this situation, it starts looking less like a woman who was betrayed and more like a polygamous situation that went wrong. Now, as people started to dig up this situation, they pulled up interviews where official Anne and Willana and Jay Wright were all dressed together, and it corroborated some of the things that came out after following this. So after the death of Willana, Anne, the woman who is claiming to have been betrayed, went online to advocate for justice for Willana. So it's like, did she betray you or did she not betray you? That is the question. And let me pull that up and you guys tell me what you think about it.
So let's make that happen, guys. All
right. So what you're seeing now is a video of official Anne. And this is the woman who just told you guys that she had embarked in her music career. She said that Willana betrayed her with her baby daddy. And she said that she lied. She basically, was the catalyst for her trauma. Now, right after Willana's passing, this is the same woman who's claiming that Willana betrayed her, advocating for people to spread awareness about her demise. So this is what she had to say.
Repost everything that I've posted about her and make justice for Willana Bibbs trend. Because it's everywhere, right? It's on Complex, it's on Baller Alert, it's on Shade Room, but where are all these celebrities? Why is nobody else talking about this? This is what I don't like about the industry or social media. Everybody's so quick to talk about things that are not important, but nobody wants to talk about things like this. An innocent 20-year-old was murdered. That's my baby daddy. An innocent, oh, my head hurts. My head hurts. We were friends before. Where are all these celebrities at? Where's DJ Khaled at? Where's...
All right. So that was her basically saying, listen, I need all of the celebrities who are on social media. Willana is innocent. She was killed by my baby daddy. I need people to understand that she was an innocent victim. So she was in contact with the mother of Willana. She had reached out to the mother of Willana, and she was on Willana's side until Willana's mother cut her off. So if you look at these series of texts, this is text between a family member of Willana and Ann. Now, a family member of her was basically telling Ann that the mother no longer wanted contact with her. Now, after the mother cut off communication with her, then the story switched to she was betrayed, and things like that. So she had reached out to the mom, and she had told the mom that she was the one who introduced Willana to Jay Wright. She said not only did she introduce Willana to Jay Wright, but she also was in pursuit of a polygamous relationship. She told the mom that she wanted a polygamous relationship, that she was supposed to be the main girl, but Willana was supposed to be the girlfriend. Now I'm going to read to you guys. I'm going to play that audio after I read to you guys this. So this says, no, show me, please. I'll send it to her mom. Have a great day. Her mom does not want to have any further contact with you. I'm speaking on her behalf. I sent it and okay, I won't have any communication. Can you please make a statement to support and clear this up? Clear what up? The fact that Willana did not backdoor you and y'all were in a poly relationship looking for more young girls, up to 6 to be exact. So as you can see, once she got wind that the mother no longer wanted communication with her, she basically blocked the family. She did not want to talk to them anymore, and her story completely flipped. But before this, she had reached out to the mother and told the mom that she was the one in charge of trying to recruit a polygamous relationship. So this is a conversation between Ann, the woman who says that she was betrayed by her baby daddy, and the mother of Willana. So let me play this for you.
Let me ask you this. So he wanted both y'all to be his what? Girlfriends?
No, he wanted me to be his wife and not to be his girlfriend. And then we had to find 2 or 3 other girls. That's what we were working on. But I didn't have a phone, so every time we would go out, he would give me his phone to go get a girl's number if he thought she was attractive.
He's been teaching me since day one of me meeting him.
Why would you set Willana up with him?
The plan was to get, Willana's plan was to get my daughter back. She said, let's get him comfortable. Me and Willana were stripping together.
Yeah, I knew that.
So Willana's plan was, and instead of trying to call DCF, because she watched me struggle to try to get my daughter back every day.
He's been teaching me since.
All right. So as you see that, she talked to the mother on a call, and she basically told the mother that she was trying to have a polygamous relationship. She seeked out the girls. He taught her how to go and get the girls, and they were in a polygamous relationship. So as you see right here, they went on an interview, and on this interview with, I think, the Come Up or the Scoop or something like that, they were all dressed alike. They were all dressed alike, like sister wives. So to me, when I heard this back, I'm like, this sounds more like you opened Pandora's box and you got mad at how Pandora's box resulted. Now, there is a lot of women who want to get in these situations with men. And when the men says, listen, I want other women, they say, okay, let me bring in another woman. And that man ends up liking the other woman more than he likes you. And then the woman who opened up Pandora's box gets bitter. But it's like, listen, once you open up Pandora's box, you cannot get mad at how the situation turns out and try to flip the script for sympathy. Now, I believe that he was abusive to her, and I am sad that she went through him damaging her vocal cords. I am sad that she went through any type of turmoil at the hands of her baby daddy. But what I do not like is when a person tells a story and don't tells it factual. I don't like when people tell a story, but only tell a story to tell it to make themselves sound better. Tell the story how it is and let the cards fall how they fall. If you was a woman, you got involved with this man, y'all decided to have a poly relationship and he booted you out of the union, keep it real. Don't try to flip the script to make it sound more juicier or more garner more sympathy for people to feel more sorry for you. Now, at the end of the day, you were dealing with a man who was a very violent man, and he admitted that in the interview that you guys had together. So a month before Willana's demise, this is the interview that they had. So Willana, the baby mama, and Jay Wright had went on an interview with this woman whose podcast is called, I want to say, The Come Up. Now, on this interview, Jay Wright said that he was a very violent man. He said that he's a violent person. He said he had 26 charges of violent offenses. He said that he gets very angry. He said that he resorts to violence often, and that is how he resolves his issues. Now, you are entangled with a person with a very sketchy past, okay? And because you have bad discernment, you are now trying to flip the script. And for that, I can't really get behind that. But I will share the interview with you guys so you guys can see for yourself. And then we'll see his side of the story. So we heard her side. We heard a little bit of the in-between of what it was. And then we'll hear more from the mom. And then we'll hear his side of the story. But let me share for you guys this interview real quick. All right. So as you see right here, this is the interview where he went on interview and he basically said that he was a very violent person and these two women was his artists. This was 1 month before the demise of Willana. And Miss Ann, as long as she was the main chick, she was okay and going along with the ride. And when I heard this, I said, this sounds a lot like Krishan, okay? And a lot of dusty broads who, as long as I'm the main chick, I don't care how much trauma you cause to other women, I'm okay with it as long as you treat me okay. You could cause turmoil across every other person, but if you treat me wrong, then it's a problem. And that was giving a lot of Krishan vibes to me. Because Krishan is the same way. She brags every chance she gets about how Blueface kicked his baby mama out for me. And I was, he put me before this person and that person. But she cries wolf when she's not the pick. But as long as he's treating other women trash and disgusting, you're okay with it. But when you get the brunt of the behavior, then all of a sudden it's a problem. And that's kind of what this gave when all the facts came out about Miss Ann. It gave you okay with other women getting done wrong, but when you get done wrong, oh, it's a problem.
Light-skinned friend used to be popping and was popping on the gram. He was dropping music, you know, taking photo shoots, doing the damn thing. And then light-skinned friend just disappeared.
That's true. That is all true. That is all very, very true.
So, Jay Wright, tell the people, because the people want to know. When I say people, I mostly mean me, because I'm here in person right now. What the hell you had went?
Listen, if you really know the background of who Jay Wright is, I'm really a criminal trying not to be one. I'm so honest about it. Like, I've been arrested for 26 violent felonies.
Oh my God.
All violent.
Who are you fighting?
Everyone. I love to fight. It's my favorite thing to do. That is my problem. And I'm one of those people that really stand.
You are not a true light-skinned person, because they don't be trying to get dirty and fight.
I am light-skinned with dark-skinned tendencies.
Okay, I got you.
I don't act nothing like anybody else that look like me.
I
like
follow
to fight.
you.
I do all bad things on accident, but it's because I stand for things, though, so.
Okay, I can see that.
I'm going to protect my family and my friends at all costs, no matter what that means for me. Absolutely. And I really stand by that. So if I got to go to jail behind that, die behind that, or kill behind that, I'm a man and I really stand on that. So if I got to sit down for a little while because of it, I'm going to sit down because of it. But I have.
All right. So this interview was 1 month before he took the life of Willana. As you see, he's sitting on the interview and he's bragging that he's a violent person. Now, in the same room, while he's bragging that he's a violent person, is Willana and Ann. They're both sitting there. They're both waiting for their turn to speak, and they're both cool with it. They're cool with him bragging about how violent he is, how he has to do whatever he has to do, and if he has to kill about it, he's gonna kill about it. And he was very, very performative in telling you what he is about.
I have great lawyers. Shout out to Mike Jacobs, even though he's not doing the greatest job right now. That's Dirk lawyer, that's Vaughn lawyer that got them out of the shooting at Varsity, the alleged shooting, I should say.
Yeah, alleged.
So he got them out of that situation, and he got me out on bond. So, you know, I can't be too sad. He's very expensive, but, you know, we keep good lawyers. I'm not a felon. I've been arrested for 26 felonies, but I'm not a felon.
And that's good. That is good news. In case y'all don't, he wins. He wins. He has a winning team for the people that didn't understand what he said.
All we do is win.
All right. So as you see, the camera pans to Willana and Ann. So the picture that Ann posted of Willana claiming that she was betrayed by her baby daddy is the picture from this interview. So as you see right here, Willana has the swoop on her hair. She has this suit, this black suit. And as you see him, he has his hair in these twisties, okay? So the picture that she used in her viral photo shoot that claimed that her best friend betrayed her and started messing with her baby daddy is the same picture from this interview. So let me take myself off of the screen. So as you see here, this is the picture that she posted in her sob story where she says, "This is my baby daddy. He betrayed me and he was with my best friend." Well, this is the same exact day that you all went on this interview. His hair is the same. Her hair is the same. Okay? So this doesn't look like this was something done out of your knowledge. This was actually something that looks like you were in agreement with as well, per you saying that you was in recruitment of the girls.
Let me ask you this. So he wanted both y'all to be his girlfriends?
No, he wanted me to be his wife and not to be his girlfriend. And then we had to find 2 or 3 other girls. That's what we were working on. But I didn't have a phone, so every time we would go out, he would give me his phone to go get a girl's number if he thought she was attractive.
He's been teaching me since day one of me meeting him.
Why would you set Willana up with him?
The plan was to get, Willana's plan was to get my daughter back. She said, let's get him comfortable. Me and Willana were stripping together.
Yeah, I knew that.
So Willana's plan was, and instead of trying to call DCF, because she watched me struggle to try to get my daughter back every day.
He's been teaching me since.
All right. And so it's like you started out with the fact that you had a polygamous relationship with him.
He wanted a polygamous relationship with 6 women.
But they all had to be young and he wanted them to be submissive.
Yes, and young. That's the key word.
Yeah.
Young. We would go out, he would give me his phone to go get a girl's number if he thought she was attractive. No, he wanted me to be his wife and not to be his girlfriend.
At this point, they're dating. He's holding me hostage in his apartment with her help.
Because Willana was my best friend. She helped me through a lot, bro. She did.
I want justice for Willana Bibbs to be trending. So let's make that happen, guys. Let's repost everything that I've posted about her and make justice for Willana Bibbs trend. Because it's everywhere, right? It's on Complex, it's on Baller Alert, it's on Shade Room, it's on... But where are all these celebrities? Why is nobody else talking about this? This is what I don't like about the industry or social media.
So sorry I ever introduced your daughter to this monster.
The police on me? Or you want to go to bed? Which one? Because when you call the police, I'll act normal and I'll manipulate the fuck out of them. Whoever you want to call the police on me? Or you want to go to bed? Which one? Because when you call the police, I'll act normal and I'll manipulate the fuck out of them. Whoever you want to call the police on me? Or you want to go to bed? Which one? Because when you call the police, I'll act normal and I'll manipulate the fuck out of them. Whoever you want to call the police on me? Or you want to go to bed? Which one? Because when you call the police, I'll act normal and I'll manipulate the fuck out of them. Whoever you want.
All right. So as you see that, he also basically recorded her saying, listen, if you want to call the police on me, I'll manipulate them. I'll act normal and I will manipulate the heck out of them. So what do you want to do? Okay. So in addition to that, he decided to tell his story. Because if you go back to her story, she says that he kidnapped her baby. He basically beat her. She went to a mental institution and everything like that. So let me go back to her story. Let me read back her story, and then I'm going to present his side of the story as well. And for me, my heart goes out to any woman who has been through a battered relationship. If you have been in a situation where you were done dirty, my heart goes out to you. But what I don't have sympathy for is women who agree to polygamous relationships, and then when they get booted out of the equation, they try to turn and change the times of facts and try to make it seem like, oh, I was done wrong. No, you open up Pandora's box, and this is a result of open up Pandora's box. You were dealing with a guy who was a shitty individual. He had violent offenses before you. He had violent offenses after you. He had violent offenses where you took your child to go to see him in jail, and he continued to have these violent offenses and you were cool with it. Okay? And then you decided, okay, I want to introduce another woman. At the moment when he wanted to introduce other women to you, you should have already knew at that point, I'm not enough. So you already at that point were not enough. You decided to then open up the options to bring in other women. when you do that, there is a chance that your man who already wants to dibble out and already showing you signs that you're not enough will betray you and start effing her. That's the same thing that goes with threesomes. A lot of women, they get mad because they want to have threesomes with their man. And once they have threesomes with their man, the man start effing the girl that she brung in the bedroom outside of their three-way union. That is a tale that happens all the time. It happens all the time. And women, you know, act like it is nothing new under the sun until it happens to him. But let me bring back what she said, and then I'm going to share his side of the story. Because when he gave his side of the story, he also provided receipts of police reports, affidavits from CPS, and affidavits from video recordings of a guy that she was dealing with, and so much more. So my point is, if you are dealing in a situation, it's still truthful that he abused her domestically. She was a battered woman. So I will not minimize that part of the story. He was a despicable person for both of these women. He was a despicable person to Ann, and he was a despicable person to Willana. But what I don't like is you vilifying Willana when she was dealing with the same individual that you were manipulated by as well, that you recruited into y'all situation. You brung her into this trifold. You were in charge of recruiting the girls. You brought her in. So don't try to then, because you were no longer the center, vilify her. Tell it like it is. Y'all both dealt with a person who was a despicable human being. He was a despicable and probably not even straight, to be honest with you, because he gave zesty vibes from the beginning that I seen him. He probably don't like women for real. So don't try to twist the story from a person who was not only evil to you, but he was evil to her as well, and try to make her be the catalyst when the focus should be on this guy. He's the one who did you wrong, and you brung her in, and he did her wrong. Okay? But let me bring back her story. One second. And then I'm going to share y'all his side of the story. I think you should. All right, so let me all right, so she says she moved to Atlanta. She started living her dreams. She met a guy in the music industry. She worked on a project. She found out she was pregnant. She hid her pregnancy from the world so that she could have the perfect, project. She ended up having her baby. She was happy, they had this baby. And then things went dark. My fairy tale turned into a nightmare. All while going through postpartum depression. Through it all, I found strength through my baby girl, and I stayed. But things only got worse. I took my baby and left. On Christmas, we agreed to meet so he can see her, and instead, he ended up beating me and taking her. Had no idea where she was. I didn't see her months, and I filed for full custody so I can get my baby back. I started working on my career again. Started pouring all my pain in my music. Met a friend in the studio and we grew super close, started doing everything together. We took a trip to Vegas and I met her mom. Even moved in together, I told her everything I had gone through and how I was fighting for full custody for my daughter. My daughter needed her hair done, and that's the day that my friend met her for the first time. Okay? She said while she was out getting mental health that she needed, her friend was with her daughter and her baby daddy. Okay? And then he took advantage of her page, etc., etc. So when you go to his page, he gives his version of the story. So when he tells the story, he tells a tale of a situation where she lost custody of her baby, because she tells this tale like, oh, he was keeping my baby from me. I wasn't able to get my child. I wasn't able to know where my child was and all that. But she left out the part where she lost custody of her child because the guy that she was dating had tried to run her baby daddy down, and her baby daddy is no saint. He's a violent, evil, abusive individual, and we're not going to let him off the hook. But when we're speaking facts, we're going to speak facts. So she left out the part where she was dating another guy. Okay? So while him and I guess Willana had started their thing, she was dating another guy. So while she was dating another guy, the other guy chased her baby daddy down with a pistol. So he chased her baby down with a pistol. He was riding, and somehow this all went down in the car with her daughter. So they, in the car with her daughter, went chasing down her baby daddy with a pistol. Now, when they got to, I guess, the hotel, they went and left out of the vicinity and left her daughter in the car by herself. Police retrieved her child by herself, and she got custody taken from her. So that's the part that irritates me about people who go viral, because people often, they just tell the parts that make them sound good, but they don't tell the real. You did not know where your daughter was because he kidnapped her. You didn't know where your daughter was because you were irresponsible with your daughter in your care. Now again, he is not a saint. He's an evil, abusive, manipulative person, and I believe that he did manipulate these women. I believe that he put the paws on them. So I don't want y'all to get that misconstrued. But my whole thing is, if you're going to tell the story about the parts that make you look good, and tell the facts of the situation that may not paint you out to be so great. Let's do it. So he told his side of the story on his page, and he shared receipts of the facts. He shared receipts of the police reports. He shared receipts of him getting custody. He shared receipts of DCFS giving him custody of the baby and why he got custody of the baby and all of that. So let me share his side of the story. And the reason why I decided to do this deep dive is because when she shared her version of alternative facts, there was a lot of people who went to Willana Bibbs' Facebook page. And when they went to her Facebook page after this girl went viral saying, oh, she betrayed me, she was my friend, she went behind my back, all this and this and that, my baby, they took my baby, I didn't know where my baby was, and all this and this and that, people started to go to Willana's page and they started to say the most disgusting things to her in the wake of her death. People started to leave messages, and they're still leaving messages under Willana's page. And they're telling her the most crazy stuff. They're like, oh, you're scandalous. You deserve to die. You betrayed her. That's what you get. Wooty, 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 whoop. And they were saying so much disgusting things under her profile. It's not even funny. And for that, I'm just like, nah, if you gonna tell it, tell the truth. Tell the real. I'm all for women who are victims. And Ann is a victim. She is a victim of Jay Wright. But if you're going to tell it, tell the truth. After this video went viral, my subscriber, Red Rose, sent me Ann's live video. And right after it was viral, everybody was feeling sympathy for Ann. Everybody was like, oh my God, this is so horrible. How could this happen to you? She went live. When she went live, there was a couple people who was asking her questions, and they were like, wait a minute. Didn't you say y'all was in a poly relationship? Why are you saying that she betrayed you when y'all were in a poly relationship? Why are you flipping the story? Why are you flipping the script? When I tell you, she skipped over every single question about that. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why she keep answering every question but the questions asking her specifically, were they in a poly relationship or not? And to me, I'm like, well, that seems odd. If she betrayed you, she betrayed you. But if y'all was in a poly relationship, that's something different. So the fact that you're answering every other question except for that one, that seems a little weird. But I got the receipts for that. I'll show y'all that live video if I get time. But I screen recorded it, and I do have the receipts. But let me get to his part in his version of the story. So again, he is no saint. And I'm not sharing his version of the side to claim him to be a saint. I'm only sharing his version of the side to get the full story. We don't like one-sided stories. We like the full truth, okay? So if you go to his page is Who is Jay Wright, okay? And he's now behind bars facing the music for taking the life of Willana. But if you go to his page, he has a story under his page called No More Lies. So under No More Lies, he gives receipts and a defense to the accusations that Ann put out. Okay? So let's go to his receipts. All right, so let me go back because he has receipts of talking to the boyfriend. He has receipts of police reports. He has receipts of DCFS. He has receipts of it all. Okay? If you guys have not hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. All right? And let's get into it. So in a reply to what Ann had put out, he said the following: how the F I kidnapped my daughter but she was given to me by DCFS. You having withdrawals and going to the hospital for it, or maybe failing a drug test they gave you, is the reason you're in a drug class, if you're really even in one, because you've been lying about that for over a month like you lie about everything else. Stop lying and attacking me because you thought the grass was greener and found out it wasn't. Nah, I got time today. Let's do it. So this is a message that he shared between himself and Ann. And in the message, it says, I'm sorry for everything. I don't deserve you, and I'm not going to be around to hurt you anymore. I just want you to focus on you and Jayla. Deal? I have a lot to figure out as far as my life, and a lot of things I need to change about myself. And I'm not dragging you down anymore in the process. I love you. I'm sorry. He replies and says, don't do that to me, please. I love you too. She says, Jay, I need some time to work on me. He says, I'll never give up on my family. That's after she lied to the world, by the way. This is a DM that she sent to him, and she said, and as much as I hate waking up and you not next to me, or going to sleep and you not there, I just don't feel like we can continue being together. Trust me, I know you think I'm enjoying this, but I'm not. And it's not as simple as just making it work. I just want you to take care of yourself first, and we can hope to do things as a family once in a while. I love you. Jayla loves you so much. You're her best friend. I'm sorry this is how things are going, but I just have to be honest with you. I know you aren't happy when we are together, and I don't want to start feeling that way. As much as I want to be around you right now, I can't. Believe me, I hate this, all of this. I wish we could start over, but I know it would take another lifetime. Again, after the lies she told the world. It says, same way I have your statements from everyone else. One thing anyone can say is, I always say you are a great father and you never hurt her. Show me, please, but I'll find it. Just don't have it saved. Nah, you tell everyone I'm a bad dad, that I steal from you, and that I'm a bum. And she says, and I'm taking your advice. I'm going to do a video on me being hard and my mental illness. I want to start being more real. I've never said you're a bad father to anyone. I also never told anyone you're a bum ever. Oops. Again, after I was lied on to the world, but I'm the crazy one, right? She wrote him and said, you awake? Just wanted to say sorry and thank you. Wait, oops, pause. You awake? Just wanted to say sorry and thank you for being a great father. I don't give you enough credit. Please don't ever try to hurt yourself again. For real, for real. I don't think you understand how much your kids love you. Real stuff. I'm sorry I'm this way. I'm really damaged and broken, and I don't know how to fix it. Again, after you lied to the world and to the police. Don't forget you had a whole boyfriend that helped you rob my place and put charges on me. You know, the one that pulled a gun on me twice in front of Jayla because he's afraid of me. The one who crashed the car with Jayla in it, and y'all both left her and hid. So he's basically saying, listen, you sitting here copping a plea in my DM. You sitting here saying all this stuff. You claiming that your boyfriend that you left me for is scared of me. But this is the same boyfriend that pulled a gat on me twice in front of our daughter and crashed my car with her in it. And both of y'all left her in the car and hid. Okay? So after he shared that, he then shared video of him talking to the boyfriend. All right?
Stole my PlayStation 5, stole hella jewelry, stole all type of shit.
Shit. She was trying to make me go back. What she did, shit.
She was trying to make you go back to my crib?
Yeah, like she was telling me something like it was and shit, like, I don't know.
All right. So he says that's her boyfriend admitting she told him to rob my crib.
Stole my PlayStation 5, stole hella jewelry, stole all type of shit.
Shit. She was trying to make me go back. What she did? Shit.
She was trying to make you go back to my crib?
Yeah, like she was telling me something like it was she was gonna shit like, I don't know. Like shit.
All right. So he says that's her boyfriend admitting she told him to rob my crib. All right. I never wanted to be that. I'm so deeply sorry. I wouldn't be able to apologize enough in 1,000,000 years. And it's clear to see that we would never be on the same page again. As sad as that makes me, I wish you the best. I want you happy. I wish you everything your heart desires. I hate all of the, so this is it, something forever or something. So in this, he also shared the police report where it showed that the child had been left on the scene, okay, with them after he had been chased down by a weapon. So let me pull that up for y'all. Let me make that a little bit bigger. So this is him basically telling his side of the story, and he's basically showing how she tells one thing, but it's really something else. All right. So the police report reads as follows. It said, some of it is redacted. So this happened on the 20th. It says, blank officer seen and approached a black and colored 2020 Mercedes Benz. And it says, the car, wait. Okay, so it says, okay, officer seen and approached a black and colored 2020 Mercedes Benz bearing a Georgia tag that logged into the front door of the lobby of the hotel unoccupied with the victim's daughter. Okay, so it was unoccupied and the victim's daughter was inside. JW stepped in the car seat. Employees of the hotel stated that the driver of the vehicle was inside the hotel kitchen. The officer was also approached by officer / warn person Justin Wright, who stated the people that was in the vehicle ran into the hotel lobby. This officer then went into the lobby of the hotel and found victim Blank Hodges hiding in the hotel kitchen area. This officer then detained Hodges as he placed him in the back of his patrol car. This officer then detained Wright and placed him in the back of Officer Jackson's vehicle. Hodges stated that he met the victim's mother of Jay Wright and Gucci Nini in the lobby area earlier that day. Hodges stated that she asked him to take her to meet Wright and to take her to get her child some fries from McDonald's. Hodges stated Wright followed them back to the hotel and jumped out the vehicle and approached them. Hodges stated he got out and ran into the lobby of the hotel. So that is what that document right there says. Okay. So then the next slide. Your lies keep changing, but my proof has evidence to back it up. So then he showed a order from DCFS. So this right here is a order from DCFS that is showing that he ended up getting custody of their child. Okay. So this right here, it states the following. It says, present danger and safety plan. Okay. It says the family level safety threats of inadequate supervision, strategy to address safety threats. And it says VC Jayla is currently residing with BFA Justin Wright temporarily until further notice. VE has been with BFF since 12/25/20. So this was stating that the mother had inadequate supervision. Okay? And so he was proving, I guess, his point with that. Oops. All right. So this right here, it says incident SAS investigation report. It says Iris. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let me make it bigger for myself to read. It says I relocated to Miss Gagunchu to Ann's room, and she stated the day prior she met Mr. Wright in Scottsdale to allow him to spend a few hours with their child. Miss Ann explained that Mr. Wright does not get along with her new boyfriend because the new boyfriend did chase Mr. Wright with a handgun. So because of their past, she met with Mr. Wright alone to pick up the child again in Scottsdale. And then he redacted the rest. I'm not sure what the rest said, but he redacted it. But this was proving, I guess, the prior receipt where he's alleging that the boy had chased him down with the handgun. So this is something that I believe that she had reposted on her page. I'm gonna leave it at that, for real, so that I kidnap my daughter BS can stop and her little followers can stop attacking me and get her some help. Now her boyfriend calling me saying he's going to shoot me and Jayla, but he did that in front of her mom and she's still with him. He just said he's going to make her and Jayla suck his D, but this is who you with?
So what's up? What you want to do?
Listen, fam, you done threatened my daughter. You just said you was going to make my daughter suck your dick. You just said you was going to shoot me and my daughter. Don't call my phone no more. Don't call my phone no more. Don't call my phone no more. Don't call my phone.
All right. So he said, nah, don't play crazy like he didn't tell you he'd shoot you and Jayla in the head if you left him. Don't act like he didn't tell me to buy you and Jayla back for $20,000. Don't act like he didn't do it in front of you and you still messing with him.
So what's up? What you want to do?
Listen, fam, you done threatened my daughter. You just said you was going to make my daughter suck your dick. You just said you was going to shoot me and my daughter. Don't call my phone no more. Don't call my phone no more. Don't call my phone no more. Don't call my phone.
All right. So then he said, he showed a text message and it said, I don't know what type of weird issue got going on or whatever. You think she got my car is what she's saying. And if that was the case, all you had to do is call me and see nobody got my effing car. You talking about ends trying to trade a effing laptop for beats. And I don't need no effing beats from you. If it ain't cash, I don't want it. Just how when you wanted your B back, I requested $20K. If I ain't got money, I don't want it, little N. Stop pillow talking through these messages. I hit you up on some grown man-ish, and I see you on some hoe-ish, running back and telling females everything.
Fam, stop calling my phone. Like, for real, for real. Like, you're like an annoying-ass female. Listen, I didn't wreck my car because I wasn't driving. So you just gonna...
All right, so he says, don't forget he pulled a gat on me and ran and hid until the police came. This was a week ago, way after he threatened to kill Jayla and told me to buy them back in front of her after she lost Jayla and DCFS gave her to me after he put her out and told me I couldn't Uber her back to his house. So this is a picture of Ann and the boyfriend and another female. And this is another picture of Ann and, I guess, the boyfriend. You care about your daughter so much that you still smashing him and driving his little rented Benz for clout. Leave me alone before I really expose who both of you are, real-ish bums. Okay? And this is a message that says, well, you can't answer when your daughter calls, then she'll come calling. I was drunk. I'll call her. I need to find Pedialyte. Shaking my head. Getting drunk is more important than talking to your daughter. at our sets time of day. Wow. You set those times for what? Convenience for you? So I guess this is him. Is this him talking to Ann? It says, are you still calling her at 7? Yes. Okay. Let me do 8 out right now. Okay. Don't worry about calling her. It's 8:35 and she fell asleep waiting on you. I'm on my way back now. I had to go to CVS to pick up a prescription. What time did she wake up? Not like 3 a.m. Actually wake up. Oh, man. I legit asked for a few minutes because I have a headache. That's all I asked for, Jay. Can I talk to her, please? He said, I'm in the bathroom. I legit took medication and closed my eyes for a few minutes. Every day, and it's an excuse when it's your time to talk to her. You shouldn't have did whatever you did last night to have a headache this morning, knowing you had an 8 a.m. appointment with your child. If they actually matter to you, just like last night, she cried herself to sleep asking for you because you said you would call and you never did. She said, please let me talk to her. No more lies and clout at my expense. Wait, but Ken admitted to beating her up and she never called the police on him. Her current boyfriend beat her up, put a gun to her and Jayla's head multiple times, pimps her out, etc. And she didn't call the police. She's still around him. But you lie on me because people in the industry only know you as my BM? Asian Doll reposted your video and called you a fan. People only know you from me. Now, both of y'all need to go back to the mental hospital and clinic, or should I say, get to that too. Leave me the F alone. I had time today, real-ish. Those perks got you lying again. You lying. You know people because you made a fan video in the club or follow them. Who introduced you to Mulatto? You was at her party and still needed $40 from me for your outfit. So why are you in a drug program again? Now let's address the lie. So this receipt says, it's so small. Hold on. Let me try to make it bigger. This receipt, I didn't save this one. Hold on, let me see what this says. Let me try to make it bigger. So my only point is to share both sides of the story. He is a despicable human, but don't try to portray yourself as innocent when you are questionable as well. All right. So this receipt that he showed is, hold on, let me see. Once at room 28, there were no... We knocked and announced ourselves, and Mr. Wright answered the room door with a toothbrush in his hand. Mr. Wright looked as if he was getting ready to leave. Miss Ann was standing behind him like she was also about to leave. I explained why we were there, and Ann explained to back room and began crying in the hallway. Mr. Wright explained that he had received a phone call that Miss Ann's mother was asking if he could bring her back to Massachusetts because Ann had she had gotten herself hooked on pills. Mr. Wright further explained that Ann had been going through withdrawals and was throwing up. Ann never said she was in danger, but just stated that she just wanted to go to the hospital because she wasn't feeling well. I spoke to Ann's mother by phone, and she explained that her daughter had been taking pills and needed treatment to go off of there. All right. So that right there is a police report that basically was showing that Ann had got addicted to pills. They had talked to her mother, and he's saying that that's why she was in a program. Okay.
Stop calling my phone, dog. Like you're really upset. You're not gonna do nothing. You could keep waving that little gun, making all them little threats. You're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna do nothing. You and your little boyfriend ain't gonna do nothing over there. Ooh, y'all got guns.
You take dick in your ass, nigga.
Now that's you. Listen. She just saying. Listen, I don't care. She also said she get money. She also said she get money. She also said you get money. She said you was tough. Like, come on. Listen, stop it. Listen, I don't. You don't even have a home. You broke. You steal from people for a living because you don't have no hustle. You rapping, begging for help ass nigga, bro. Stop calling my phone. You stop calling my phone, bum.
All right. So that's him going back and forth with her and the guy that she was dating. And basically, I guess his side of the story was basically to address the side of the story that she put out. And she was claiming to be this innocent victim in this situation. So as I see it, it looks like they both were toxic. And you were toxic. You had bad discernment with the men that you got involved with. You had a toxic baby daddy who ended up offing your friend that you introduced to him. And you had bad discernment with the men that you involved yourself with as well. You know, my thing is, like I stated before, if you are going to tell it all. Tell the parts that make you look vulnerable. Tell the parts that don't make you look as squeaky clean. Tell it all. Don't try to flip the script to garner sympathy to try to make yourself look better. Now, in the clip, the baby daddy is not a saint, okay? He had the baby, okay? Cool. Kudos for him. But in the same sense, he was also abusive. He was also manipulative. He was also an outright dusty human being as well. So we're not going to act like he was a saint, but Ann, you were not a saint either. So to try to smear Willana's name in the wake of her demise by the hands of your baby daddy that you introduced her to me is disgusting. You introduced her to him. You had dealings with other men outside of him. You tried to make it seem like, oh, my baby was just took from me. You know, he took my baby. I didn't know where my baby was. No, you had dealings with the reason why your baby wasn't in your care. You was making irresponsible decisions. Now, I'm glad that your baby is in your care now, but you need to take accountability for the things that you did and not try to smear a woman's name to try to garner sympathy for yourself. Now, I went on your live video after this situation, and a lot of people kept asking you about the facts. They were asking you about what's the true tea? What really happened? Were you and Willana in a polygamous relationship? And anytime anybody asks you any real questions, you dodge the question. You would not answer the question. You would just basically dodge it and overlook it. And I'm going to show that in a second, but let me share what Willana's mother had to say.
Wanted to be an aspiring singer, so she hooked up with Jay. Jay told her that, you know, he could get her out there. This is Willana's mother. You know, get her music, you know, on the radio, make some songs for her. But none of that was actually going on. When Willana first moved down to Atlanta, she met Ann, and they were actually making songs with some other people, and it was not Jay. Later on in the month of, end of February, Willana told me a lot of things about Ann and Jay. Jay was saying that Ann had a mental problem, and at this time, Ann had went in a mental institution. So Willana basically started staying with Jay and helping him with his daughter. Once Ann, you know, it's just a lot of things that just wasn't making sense that she was telling me he was telling her about Ann. But the gist of it is, when you saw them, they had all were living together in this relationship, whatever relationship they had. Jay was mentally and physically abusive to Ann, but only mentally and emotionally abusive to Willana. She had left him numerous times, but then he would call her and somehow get her back over there. In April, it was several times that things were going on, but in April the 28th. Was it the 28th?
It was probably the 28th or the 29th because that's when she, inboxed me a different address.
Okay. So she she probably did. So on the 24th, an altercation happened between him and her, and she jumped out of his car, called her dad, and they went to go to pick her up to wherever she was at. He's here also. He said she was looking scared, and she was very messed up over what had transpired in the car. And he heard firsthand evidence of how mentally and verbally abusive he was to her. Willana had him on speakerphone, so he was able to hear what was going on in the background. The things that this man was saying, not only about FaceTime, saying things about me and her dad. He basically threatened her dad, but we didn't know this was the second time that he had threatened her dad until Willana told us. So he was able to actually hear him say, "I will kill your dad, your mother is this, your mother's that, she didn't raise you right." So Willana, then we decided we were getting ready to send her to Arizona to stay with her older sister, Jaquisha. And Jaquisha probably was one of the other people that was hitting you up because she has been hitting up a lot of news stations since this happened. So we finally got Willana to Arizona. Somehow, she talked to his mother sent her money back so she come back to Atlanta. So she was even in Arizona 2 days before she flew back to Atlanta. She.
All right. So the mom gave a full interview, and she gave an interview to a woman by the name of, or her show is called The Post Up with Mo Clark. If you want to listen to the full thing, go to her page. She has the original interview with Ann and Willana together along with Jay Wright. And then she also has the follow-up of Willana's mom speaking out to her. It's called The Post Up, DA Post Up with Mo Clark. And you can find both interviews where Willana and her were together, and the original interview that I showed y'all where they were all dressed together.
He's a winner. Okay, so you sat down for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let me tell you how I ended up finding out you were out. Obviously.
I'm scared.
Obviously.
I'm so afraid.
So, this lady.
You say Kim.
Okay, so
that's my
we're gonna talk to your. Can we talk to your mommy? Okay. So, what kind of projects do you?
I thought we was done. Okay.
No. What kind of projects do you have out right now?
Honestly, so I'm a Taurus. I don't listen.
Wow.
So with my first project, I had to crumble because I didn't listen. I gave people a date without even having the product. I rushed it, didn't give them nearly as half as how well I know I could deliver those songs. Just wasted everybody's time and money, basically.
Ooh.
So actually his time and money. But now...
So you had to reevaluate the artist development plan, huh?
Oh, no. The development was there. He's been teaching me since day one of me meeting him. I actually met him on a music introduction. That's how we met. So the development is there. Like, he's taught me how to survive off of nothing but my phone. Like, this man has taught me how to make money off of my phone.
All right. So Willana starts talking around the 48-minute mark. or the 40-minute mark.
Oh, that's gonna cause Auntie Mo to cry on camera. Okay, you want me to cry on camera? Huh? You want me to teach you how to cry on cue?
Oh, she can do it.
Is she prepared?
They always ready to sing.
Okay, I like that.
Both of them always
sing
ready
a little
to go.
bit.
I'm just gonna give it to them because this is what people know me by, so I'm gonna just do it
Mommy
one
about to
time.
sing. Mommy about to sing.
Somebody real is hard to find. Somebody worth all your time. Somebody who can tell you the truth. Someone who loves you for you. Someone who knows all of your flaws and doesn't impose, try to control them.
All right, so then Willana starts singing. It's the 49-minute mark.
I can't. It's something I know, but I don't know the name of it.
You on the spot.
Oh
Sing
my God! You on the spot, and
anything.
we gonna replay
Sing a church
this.
song. Sing anything.
Yeah, sing a
We're
church
gonna
song.
sing "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star."
Sing it as long as you sing it.
You gonna give us a soulful rendition of "Twinkle Twinkle"?
I'm gonna try to do it how I was singing it to Jayla, I guess.
Okay, come on.
I don't even know the lyrics to "Twinkle Twinkle."
Just sing.
Okay. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Keep going.
I don't know the lyrics out. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
All right, I don't want to listen to it. Rest in peace to Willana. Sad that she lost her life. But if you go to this interview, you will find the body language is very interesting. If you look at the body language of Anne and when she's the center of attention and when the attention is on her versus when the attention is on Willana, interesting. Now, I recorded a screen record of Anne after she had gone viral. She had gone viral for basically saying that she was a victim of a betrayal. She was a victim because her friend betrayed her. Her friend went behind her back, started dating her baby daddy, even though she out of her mouth said that she was embarking in a polygamous situation.
As you did, so he wanted both y'all to be his girlfriends.
No, he wanted me to be his wife and not to be his girlfriend. And then we had to find 2 or 3 other girls. That's what we were working on. But I didn't have a phone, so every time we would go out, he would give me his phone to go get a girl's number if he thought she was attractive.
He's been teaching me since day one of me meeting him.
Why would you set Willana up with him?
The plan was to get, Willana's plan was to get my daughter back. She said, let's get him comfortable. Me and Willana were stripping together.
All right. So as you hear, when she first started, she said that the plan was for her to recruit and be polygamous. And that's why she recruited Willana in.
Let me ask you this. So he wanted both y'all to be his girlfriends?
No, he wanted me to be his wife and not to be his girlfriend. And then we had to find 2 or 3.
You see how she clarified? No, he wanted me to be his wife. The girls they happy with it as long as they get the prestige title. As long as I get to be above the other girls, it's all good. He wanted me to be the wife and he wanted them to just be the girlfriend. But when you're no longer the wife, then it's, oh, she betrayed you. Now, let me pull up when she went live. So right after she had gone viral and she had told everybody this story about how she was betrayed, and she had told everybody how Willana had, gone behind her back. She was dating her baby daddy, and her baby daddy ended up killing her friend that went behind her back, and yada, yada, yada. She went live after that. And while she was live, She dodged every question about Willana and if they were in a poly relationship or not. Now, the daughter that her and Jay White had is absolutely adorable little girl. She's a beautiful little girl. But let's be real about the situation and not just what makes us sound like a victim.
Like a cupcake.
Like a cupcake?
Yep.
Do I look like a cupcake?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Please buy this grandma. Bye.
Why do you keep trying to...
Everybody, bye.
Girl, go pick that up.
Okay.
Are you gonna teach her your languages too? Jayla do know my languages. She actually knows the other 2 languages that I speak.
What?
Hey Shara. No, I did not grow up in Kenya. I left Kenya when I was 3. You like America more?
Yep, because I'm doing it.
You ain't even say nothing bad about her cousin, so I don't know why they doing all that. Share your truth. Thank you. You deserve the love. Thank you. Your daughter's adorable. Thank you so much.
No speaking about.
You did say something bad about her cousin. You said she betrayed you. And that wasn't the truth.
Okay, so you guys keep saying you want to hear me sing. Okay, what should I sing? Lord, not want to hear me sing. What tribe are you? I am Kikuyu tribe.
Maybe I should go to the other side.
I am Kikuyu tribe. Yeah. What languages do you address this? Were you really on drugs? Okay. So, it's crazy to me how people could try to tell me about myself. Like, I'm not going to sit here and post evidence of my medical records of how I was clearly not. But
this is the girl
it's just
Ann
crazy to
who
me how
came and was
this
viral.
just keeps being said. Like,
this is the baby mama of Jay Wright.
Unless weed is a drug, then yeah, that's just all I'm gonna say.
That's what I'm gonna say.
That's what. They've definitely been supporting me. Like,
I'm trying. It was 20 minutes that she was on here.
Does Jayla speak to him? He don't call. Like, so. Yeah. We've been back from Kenya for like what?
Thank you for the Cash App. It says, I'm glad you're covering this story. I hope we get the full story once the trial is done. Rest in peace to that young lady. I think it was halfway through when people started to ask her questions. And she was basically ignoring them.
How old was I when I started talking to him? I was 17. It could have been you. Been following you since you went viral. God definitely has a plan for you. Thank you, Lord. What did the police do when you let them know? They took a statement. That's literally about it. And like told me to follow up with them, and it was just a whole bunch of BS. What are they not getting? You had nothing to do right. Is that you singing in the video you posted? No, that's actually a song from, that's Mariah the Scientist song.
Can I buy this?
Yeah, her name is Mariah the Scientist.
I know Mariah is the scientist.
What, Jella?
Mariah is the scientist.
She's like,
People kept asking her, but I don't want to sit here and wait the 20
I
minutes
definitely
to.
appreciate you. Y'all, I'm telling you, like, I couldn't even talk for like 4 months, like, at all. Like, my voice was like Glorilla times 7 multiplied by 5. Like, so singing is like, I'm really gonna have to relearn, and it's just gonna be a whole new journey, and that's just what it's gonna be. But I might sing a little song for y'all before you describe your strength or how you feel. Makes sense.
All right, people was asking.
Never would have made it. Never could have made it without you. I would have lost it all. Now I see you're there for me. I can say I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I'm better, much better. When I think back, after all he put me through.
Wait,
Listen.
It's somewhere in here.
Toddlers.
Where people was asking her about it. Hold on, I'm trying to. I don't got time to sit 20 minutes and watch the screen recording.
Yeah. You definitely don't look like what you've been through. Stay strong, keep your head up. Thank you so much. Why did it take you so long to get your Instagram back?
I need something.
Because I had to find somebody who knew how to do it. There was a lot of people who...
Take my word for it. Listen, I sat through the live. Trust me. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not going to tell y'all no lie. I sat through the live, and for 20 minutes, it was longer than 20 minutes, but I had done the screen recording for 20 minutes. There was multiple times people kept asking her questions, and she would answer certain questions, but they were asking her, like, what is the truth about Willana? Were you guys in a poly relationship? Were you guys in some type of situation to where you were in a 3-way relationship? She would look at those questions, and they kept coming. I should have found the timestamp, but there was so much to uncover with y'all that, child, I'm sorry. She kept skipping over it. Take my word for it. Trust me, I'm not going to tell y'all no lie. She kept literally skipping over every question that specifically asked her to tell the real story. She would skip over it, and she would only, like, respond to people who would say that she's a victim. Like, if somebody would say, oh my God, I'm so sad that you're a victim, I'm so sad that that's like, she would be responding to that, but she would not address the poly questions that people were asking her. So when I seen that kind of made me raise my eyebrow a little bit, because I'm like, if y'all wasn't in a poly relationship, why are you skipping over that? Why are you skipping over that part? Like, why every time somebody tells you or asks you, rather, if you were in a poly relationship or not, why are you skipping over that and answering other questions? So then I started to get tagged, and people started tagging me in her literally saying that they were in a poly relationship. Her literally in the beginning advocating for justice for Willana, and her saying, oh, it's not too many celebrities out here giving justice for Willana, yada, yada, yada. But I guess, what? Did that not give you enough attention that you then had to flip the script and figure out how to flip the story to then get attention? That's the part that I don't like about it.
So let's make that happen, guys. Let's repost everything that I've posted about her and make justice for Willana Bibbs trend. Because it's everywhere, right? It's on Complex, it's on Baller Alert, it's on Shade Room, it's on... But where are all these celebrities? Why is nobody else talking about this? This is what I don't like about the industry or social media. Everybody's so quick to talk about things that are not important, but nobody wants to talk about things like this. An innocent 20-year-old was murdered. That's my baby daddy. An innocent... Oh, my head hurts. My head hurts.
Anyways, I just wanted to bring that story to y'all and break it down and share with y'all both sides of the story. This has been a pretty lengthy live. I didn't anticipate it to be this long, but I wanted to like go through the receipts with you guys because I just wanted to show like how people can manipulate social media into feeling sorry for them. They can manipulate social media into only telling half truths and get people on their side. And it's like, if you told the truth, would you get as much sympathy? There was a lot of people who went to Willana Bibbs' social media. And as you see, this was a post that she posted where she said that she was in a relationship as of August 31st, 2020. Okay. And people started to send their condolences, but as of a week ago, this is the type of messages that she started to get. Played under the girl like that. She trusted you as a friend and you was with her abuser / baby daddy behind her back. Karma really did his thing with you, and him, sis, doesn't have to deal with either of y'all ever again. Another person, I mean, you kind of got what you were looking for. Karma, y'all women got to stop thinking that it won't happen to you. If another woman warned you, please listen to her. She was trying to save your life. Rest in peace to this woman, but she got herself killed searching for fame. Snaked your friend after she told you her baby daddy was abusive. And then y'all see, child, they start tagging me. They start tagging me. It don't go to. Oh, y'all. They start tagging me in the thread. Okay.
No thunder. Now we let all our
Okay.
but it all be this.
The rest of the video. At this point, they're dating. He's holding me hostage in his apartment with her help. He's pistol whipping me. He's drugging me. He hacked my Instagram. He was pretending to be me selling the page. This is a screenshot of a post that he posted, and people were actually sending him money just simply thinking that they were buying the page off of me. And on top of that, he left my PayPal balance thousands of dollars negative, not to mention what he did with my credit score and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is how I look like after he strangled me to the point where he permanently damaged my vocal cords to the point where I still can't sing the same. He choked me out so bad I pissed myself, and then he at gunpoint forced me to drink my piss on some R. Kelly stuff, and R. Kelly was a mentor of his.
All right. So that's all, folks. I just wanted to share the full story with y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about it down below. And what do y'all think about it? I feel like Ann was a victim. Now, again, I don't want to minimize and act like she wasn't a battered woman, because she was. She was done wrong by this man who admitted to being a very violent individual. He said that he had 26 violent offenses and that he thrived off of violence. So I don't want to act like she was not a victim, but I just don't like that she tried to act like the other woman was a villain when they both were manipulated by the same guy, and she had dirty hands in the mixture as well. You dealt with dusty men, you are the cause of you not having custody of your child. Now, although he's a dusty individual, you did things that caused your child to not be in your custody. So I just wanted to lay out all of those things for you guys, because once I started seeing so many people under Willana's post giving her nasty messages, I just wanted to give you guys two sides of the coin. So with that being said, make sure you guys like the video if you like these type of videos. If you like me doing, you know, two sides of the story, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. If you ever want to support my page, y'all know y'all can always support my page by going to my website. My website is up above right here, www.neekatnight.com. If you don't want to purchase anything off my website, but you want to send in a donation, you can always donate via Cash App, Neek at Night 12. Don't put Neek at Night. Don't put Neek at NIGHT. Put NIQUEATNITE 12. That goes to me. Okay. If you want to also support without sending any monies, you can also support by just simply hitting the like button and sharing the video. If you share my video on social media, that helps me out. I'm not saying copy my video and repost it. I'm saying hit the share button on YouTube. Now, if you want to share clips on Instagram into your IG story, that's also welcome. But I'm not saying copy my video, paste it onto your page like it's your video. No. Hit the share button on my video, share it, or take a small clip and share it on your Instagram. Somebody said, Neek, open up the lines. Y'all want me to open up the... Listen, y'all be telling me to open up the lines, and when I open up the lines, y'all literally don't call in. But Trisha, for you, I got time. I'll open up the lines for you, boo. All right? Let me put the link in the chat. Hold on 1 second. I'll open the lines, but you better, as soon as I put this link in the chat, you better click the link right away. Right away, because I don't got time to be trying to buffer and fill in and wait. Okay? Boom, cack, boom, cack, boom, cack. Hold on 1 second. Okay, let me put the link in the chat right now. Boom, there we go. Link is in the chat. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. I'm gonna give you a second to click the link. The link is in the chat. It's pinned to the top. If anybody else wants to come up and say anything, go ahead and you can click the link as well. Yeah, I'm the main one, LOL. I'll listen but won't call. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, child. And then it be the people who know that they not gonna call, but they'll be like, open up the phone lines, but they not the ones that's calling in. And it's like, child, ain't nobody about to play with you. Ain't nobody about to play with you, period. Ain't nobody about to play with you, period, poo. But yeah, tick, 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 tick. Tick, 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 tick. Time's a ticking because I'm ready to go. All right. There's no way I'm sharing my woman with another man, especially living with a dude. Latressa says, I want to listen. I know we all guilty of wanting to listen, but not wanting to give no input, child. Tactical Vodka says, we got action. Yeah, it's pinned to the top already. It's pinned to the top. See, look, she ain't clicked the link yet, and I'm about to end the stream, child. I'm about to go relax on my Friday night and go drink me some wine and go cupcake on the phone, child. Right, where you at, caller? I'm giving you 10 seconds. No, they really do. Stevie Ray, they really do be playing. They really do. They be saying they want to call in, they want to and then they be playing because, like, they still ain't clicked the link. And I done sat here with y'all for about 2 hours now, okay? I done been researching this all day. Ooh, you drinking Moscato? I cannot drink Moscato. Moscato is just too, it's just too like fruity or too like sweet. But I can do like a Sauvignon Blanc. I really like the Sauvignon Blancs. And I like the rosé. Even though those are kind of like on the sweeter side too, it's just not as sweet as a Moscato. And then I could do reds. I could do like Cabernet. I could do Merlot. All right. See, the person who said calling is playing. All right. Child, I ain't got time. I ain't got time to be playing with y'all, period. But thank y'all. If y'all didn't hit the like yet, make sure to hit the like button. Okay. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. But y'all let me know what y'all think. If y'all didn't catch this video live, make sure to let me know what you think. Hopefully you guys already let me know what you think about it. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm about to go and relax. Okay. And I'm about to enjoy the rest of my Friday night. And I'm about to cupcake on the phone. So